Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today we're playing StarMade. And I'm doing something. Oh, I am working on the lockdown mechanics for this frigate. Something on the battleship that I liked. I'd like the idea of having a lockdown. The bridge lock. The next thing I'd like for the lockdown to do, because it's right now the bays here, it will turn on and off, or it'll turn on these force fields, and off if they were off when it started. Now, I need to decipher the logic for this hangar, because it has been a long time since I've done this. Let's see. Oh, well, that's easy. That flip-flop controls the thing. What do you do? Why are you here? Oh, I don't remember putting an activator there. No, there's not an activator there. In fact, there shouldn't be a build block there. Is there a build block in all of these? I bet there is. Oh, good grief. Doors over this way. There is a build block in all of these. Huh. Let me get rid of the build blocks then. Don't really need these. Oh, I've lost myself in my own ship again. Don't you hate it when you do that? You're just going along, being all happy, and then you get confused in a mess of logic, and you overshoot. Anyway. Now, this is going to be a bit trickier. So we're going to hit X, and we're going to come down to our logic key area, and okay, we have 4 more of these to worry about, and we're going to use the same setup we had over there. So each of these will control one of these. And let's see. And each of these is going to also control, or not each of these, we're also going to use a set of buttons. Buttons? Yes, buttons. Alright, so let's wire up our logic. So the forward port side hangar, forward port side. Alright, actually it should be on. We're going to fool with that later. Rear port side. Flip-flop for rear port side. Okay. Right here. Let's see, I want forward, whatever this is, starboard. X to get back to here. Forward starboard, and rear starboard. Or aft starboard, or whatever. X, and there we go. So, we're going to see if these really worked by coming out here and flipping this button off, then back on again. Oh, these are long, our huge hangers off and back on again. While we're here, let's fix the signs here. Force field. How do you spell force field? I can never remember. Is it 2 words or what? No, I know. Force field. Oh, it's 1 word in StarMade. Force field on. Force field off. Copy that. Copy it again. All right. Let's turn that on and off again, and let's go back to this hangar and on, off. All right. Oh, paste off. Okay, there we go. Let's hit that a couple times there. Awesome. Now let's go take care of these. Are off because we're mirrored. And off. I mean on. So let's do this a couple times. Now resetting the logic for the circuits. Well, I guess this is for the circuits. And off. And on. There we go. And let's hit this button a few times. Now I should see that all these are on. Awesome. So let's grab a U and throw in some ands. Let's tie these ands to the knots. And now let's tie these ands, the output of the ands, to the button. Why don't you tie it into the activation like you did with these? Because these are directly controlling activator. These are controlling a flip-flop circuit, and they only cycle with high pulse, well, high input, or on input. So the button makes them ideal for this job. So forward port. Now the question is, do you want to attach it to the button or straight to the? Oh, let's do straight to the flip-flop. Let's turn it off while we're at it. And see, that's off. Starboard forward, or forward starboard, I guess, if we're following our same rule of thought there. So that is now off. When I hit X, it should register as off. All right. And rear port. Let's see, where am I? Where do I need to be? There we go. And let's turn you off. Hit X. Come down here and rear starboard. Here, and let's turn that off. All right. So what I have here is a ship with 4 square hangar bays that are empty. They're empty. 2 of them are empty. I mean, open. So when I hit the lockdown, oh no, there's an intruder on the ship. Hit lockdown, and those 2 turn on, as does these 2. Now the question is, are they going to turn back off? No, they stay on. These turned back off for whatever reason. But these, that's probably because, oh no, it's because these stayed on because there was no update to the... You know what, I don't know why these turned to their original state, and I'm not going to figure it out right now. Because reasons. Alright, so there we go, another step in the lockdown, who's gonna watch it. Now I'd also like to lock the bridge, so how do I set up bridge? I know, let's see, where did I put the controls for the bridge? I know they have controls here somewhere, because it's a door. And I know this button goes to something. Oh, good grief. Can I not see where this button goes? Does it go in here? No. I don't see any logic lines, so... where does the button go? Is it to the side here? Oh, good grief! I don't know where this button... Oh, here it is. Let's see. Ah, very good. So this is the flip-flop that controls the door. Right in here somewhere. Right there. Alright, we're just going to rip this out for right now. There we go. That is the flip-flop that controls the door. When it's on, it's open. So let's run an activator down here to our lockdown logic. And this is the door, except I want it to be not. If it is not open, and if it is not open and, or if it is closed and, wait a minute, is it open when it's not, or it's open when it's not? So I want it to be just the and. So if it's open and we're in lockdown, I want you to fire this button. This button is going to do something. It's going to trigger that flip-flop. And let's snag a regular activator here. So this small activator is whatever state the lockdown flip-flop is. So we're going to use it to control the bridge lock. Alright. So let's see if any of that actually worked. Let's see, what's that? 3/4? So, doors open. Oh no! Aliens are on board! It closes the bridge and locks it. Awesome. And when I turn it off, it unlocks the bridge. Alright, I can lock it manually. Of course, I'll have to open the door manually, but that's fine with me. Alright. And I know there's probably lots of you out there saying, wow, your logic looks terrible. You could have done that in 3 blocks. Yep, you're probably right, but I didn't. This is the way I did it, the way I chose to do it. Like, let me actually remind myself. Bridge lock down. Bridge lock down. Let's see here. Hangar lock down. And bay lock down. Something else I should... Ooh. Alright, we're going to do one more thing. One more thing. Oh, I need to go X here. And I need some rails. Some buttons. Alright. These buttons are going to be rail on right. Oh, no, I want them to be this way. Rail on right looking to the middle. Rail on right looking to the middle. And these buttons are going to be literally anything else. Well, not literally anything. Literally anything that's not facing it. So, this is going to control that, as is this button. I don't know if this is actually going to work the way I think it's going to. This button, let's hit X again to get back this way. And our standard airlock. I'm not so worried about the things in the bays here, because the bays on lockdown should turn, or these force fields should turn on lockdown and not have to worry about things docking. And this here. So now let's wire these up. So and gets these two, not. Oh, no, not gets these two. And gets these two. So in case of a lockdown, I embed my face in the bridge. In case of a lockdown, you can't dock to my ship anymore. So it saves me from myself too. And when I unlock, it restores those, and apparently turns these force fields back off. Turns these force fields off. Let's turn these force fields back on. There'll probably be a lot of manual resetting after a lockdown. A lockdown is a emergency situation. I want the force field to be on. On. Force field, I want the force field to be on. There you go. On, and on. Wait a minute, do I have something still controlling those? Probably not. Actually, probably check, just to make sure that I didn't leave these. Yep, I did. That's why they weren't turning on and off properly. Dummy. So now, should be able to hit the lockdown. Alright, what have you done? On, off. Oh. Okay. Wonder how that got detached. Alright. Everything should be working now. And these should be firing back up. Oh, awesome. You know what? I bet I did the same thing for the bays, too, didn't I? Left them controlled. No? I didn't. We're good. Alright. Oh, right. I think this is now a functional lockdown. So if somebody tries to board, I can hit the button. So if they come in through the airlock, now their friends won't be able to dock on the other side. Of course, being factioned, they shouldn't be able to anyway. But if they do get here, all the elevators, the buttons won't work for them. If it's in lockdown, it's not in lockdown right now. Let's return all these up to let's return all of these to the hub level here. All right. Oh, why not? Let's return this one to the hub level as well. And all my bay force fields turn on. My hangar bays, their force fields lock down. The bridge the bridge door shuts and locks. Life is good. All right. I have been GW608. This has been StarMade. I'll take you cats later.